What's good, y'all? It's your boy Darreinstl, and I'm rocking with my dogs down at Chop Talk TV. You know, it's big business every day. Let's go.
Big business, man. Y'all know what it is. Ain't keeping no score. Got my dog Darreinstl in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's up with y'all, man? How y'all living? It's been a minute.
Man, yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. How was your New Year's?
My New Year was cool, man. I was just I spent time with the family. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's
I'm
good.
gonna tell you going there wrong. I
know. Look,
I told her to be quiet during the interview.
Yeah, she getting big too, man.
She want to come be in the video so bad, bro.
Yeah.
She a little star though. That she want to be on the camera all the time. So
that's
I always put her in my videos. Really, that's since the New Year's been dropped. That's really what we've been doing. We've been doing video after video after video. Me and my homie Tokyo here, and then Imagine You as well. We did a few videos as well. Like I think I shot like 7 videos since the New Year started. It's only like the second week.
That's good. That's good. Does she like doing music? She like singing? Dancing and stuff like that.
She
talking about me.
yeah. We talking about you.
Yeah, she love to dance and sing, and she say she want to be a star when she grow up. You know. I told her don't go that route. It's a trap, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, when you know it's the reflections because she see her daddy doing it, so automatically.
Same thing I did with my dad. So
yeah, absolutely. Your dad was like did a band, didn't he?
My dad back in the '70s. Well, my dad has a whole story to him himself. You know, he back in the '60s he used to do music, but a lot of the older heads know these names. You know, like Roland Johnson and obviously Chuck Berry. He was Chuck Berry's drummer for a long time. Had standing ovations from Elvis. He worked with B.B. King. You know, he was deep into music. You know, so I used to watch him do it. But he actually had a band called Pavlov's Dog in the '70s. Okay. And that band is the only band ever in history to have 2 major deals for the same album. Because the manager was on some shiesty shit back then, and ended up when one label gave him $650,000 to sign him for the Pamper Menial album for Pavlov's Dog, they went behind the label back and went to another label and got another additional $700,000 for the same album, and then the manager split on him. All the bread.
Damn, that's crazy.
But he got a platinum plaque in his house right now from that album though. So
that's dope. That's real shit.
He just fell off and got broke because the manager took all the money. So after that, it was just, you know, he just chased his dream the rest of his life, and then I had to pick up from where he left off. So I just got to make sure that don't happen to me. Absolutely. You know, got to be smarter with business than that was. But he's definitely a musician, like all the way.
That's what's up. So what you do for your New Year's, man? Did you pow?
Hey, nah, not really. Like I said, I just been working on music. I've been coming up with my master plan. You know, I've been stacking my money most of last year. So at the beginning of this year, I could like execute everything at once. So when y'all start seeing me more, you're gonna start seeing me a lot more. You know, we got like, I think I shot like 7 videos since the New Year started, and we only in like week 2. Dang. So, you know, but we've been had the music. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't want to just keep dropping music without a plan. You know what I'm saying? It gotta start making sense marketably. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the biggest thing is just marketing, having that rollout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the right time to drop it, and like watching the industry and knowing when it's time to go and then it's time to pull back.
Yeah. Like I don't want to. One thing, like I don't want to. What's the word when they like when they like overdo it? You know what I'm saying?
Saturate it.
Yeah, like I don't want to oversaturate myself either. I don't want you to go everywhere and like, damn, I'm getting tired of seeing him. Like, but at the same time, every time you see me, I want it to be executed to the point where people are like, damn, he on now. Like, because this is the thing, people are followers. You know what I'm saying? So I know that my music hot. I know my music is good in a humble way. I'm not cocky or nothing, but I know I got talent. It's just about presenting the talent in the correct way to where people will buy into it and already believe it. You know what I'm saying? People got to believe in you. Yeah. So I've been making sure I come up with the right plan to make people believe in it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Is your dad the reason why you started doing music? What made you start doing music?
Yeah, basically my father, he did music growing up his whole life. He was he was born in like 1959, so he a little older. But you know, he did music with B.B. King, Chuck Berry, and one of his own bands that he created, Pavlov's Dog, was actually in history one of the only bands that got signed to 2 major deals for the same album. And what happened was the manager that they had was real shiesty back in the 70s. They signed him to ABC Dunhill for $650,000. But then the manager went behind the label back, went to another label, signed for the same album for an additional $700,000, and then split on the band and the labels. So both labels ended up dropping the band after that. But my dad still had a platinum plaque from that situation. Julia still gets played over in Germany. They still tour out there.
You get royalties and shit?
He get, well, this the thing. My dad was never good with business. So we grew up broke as hell because my dad had all that success, but he got played for all the money. Just like a lot of artists back then did. Right. So I feel like one of the biggest things on my perspective of this life and how I gotta come with music is being real business minded and understanding the ins and outs of the chessboard of business. You know, because there's so many artists out here that literally I feel like got more talent than everybody else, but they stuck in situations where they legally can't even show you that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in them, and even though I knew about it, I still got put in situations like that with past labels I've been with, been sitting down for 5+ years. So now that I'm finally like really able to really come out here and move my vision and my purpose and my message, I got to make sure that it's correct. You know, everything has to be planned and thought out.
Are you signed now? Are you independent?
I'm independent. Super independent.
That's good.
You know, I'm not against a deal if it makes sense, but I am against going into the building without leverage. You know, I don't want to do that.
Right. Just walking in there butt naked like,
yeah,
give me a deal.
You asking, like, excuse my language, but to get fucked over. You asking for it.
Yeah,
you know, it's gonna happen. You know,
when they know you ignorant to the business, they gonna definitely use that against you.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I mean, shit, you walk in the strip club looking like a trick, they gonna milk your ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's same. Business is business. It's all across the board.
How you take people calling you like culture vulture? I've seen a couple comments.
I feel like a lot of people don't understand. And have every right not to understand. A lot of people don't understand that I genuinely have a what's the word I'm looking for? I have a what's the word I'm looking for? I have a dedication, and my ambitions are really driven about changing the communities that we come from.
Right.
So when people try to say that I'm just trying to take culture, people don't understand. I have plans that are years in the making, that are years in the future, because I'm not there yet. But once I'm in position on a platform, I have plans to try to really better our communities and better our opportunities and try to bring just more revenue and more opportunity instead of the few ways that land us in jail and dead. Mm-hmm. You know, especially since we from St. Louis, you know, we are really intoxicated by this mentality to the point to where we think that it's the only way to live. And being exposed to that type of lifestyle and being a white rapper, R&B singer, in the urban community, I feel like my voice can do certain things that other people's voices can't.
True.
So
that's true.
I really do have a passion for that message. Like that it means a lot to me. So when people come to me and they say, "Are you a culture vulture?" I say, "You just ignorant." You know, and a lot of times I understand where people come from, but at the same time I hate that for them. That you have to look at me and think the same way that certain ancestors looked at you, without even knowing you, without knowing what your, you know, what your intentions are. Mm-hmm. I'm a very genuine person. I don't wish death or negativity towards any type of kind of people, and I feel like once I get on the platform for people to really hear my voice, people I'm so genuine with it. The real motherfuckers gonna know what I'm talking about. They gonna know it ain't fake.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
They gonna know.
One thing you can't hide is your spiritual, you know, vibration. You can try to, you know, mask things, but it'll show in your behavior, your personalities, and your, you know, they say the eyes is the window to the soul. Yeah. That's why you can meet somebody and look at them and be like, man, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell. So you can definitely feel the genuineness in you. Who inspired you to start rapping?
Who inspired me?
Yeah, who inspired you to start rapping?
So I got a few different inspirations. You know, when I was growing up, I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of R&B as I was coming up. You know, when I first started music, my dad brought me in as a Motown singer, because what we used to do to make money is we would go to a Soulard, Soulard, Soulful Soulard down South St. Louis, and my dad used to work at a lot of the bars. So since I was like 2 years old, I was at the bars with him. And he would throw me up on stage, and we would be singing like My Girl, Temptations, Jackie Wilson, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all do the dance in with it and shit.
Yeah, all of that. Aretha Franklin, when I was 11, I did the Apollo, and I did Chain of Fools by Aretha Franklin. I had a lot of soul growing up, so Motown music and just that soul really inspired me growing up. But since I was still a young kid in St. Louis in 2000 and 2005, 2004, 3, when I first started school. I started school 2001, so just being exposed to a lot more hip hop. When I was in school, everybody wanted me to rap. Because it'd be like, oh, he like Eminem. Because I would rap with the Motown music too. I remember me and my dad used to do this version of Maybelline, which is a Chuck Berry record. Mm-hmm. I even performed it. I opened up for Chuck Berry performing this record, and I had my own little rap. Yeah. And my dad was real cool with Chuck. My dad the one that introduced Chuck Berry to Joe Edwards. That's why Joe Edwards and Chuck was so cool, and he had that thing in the duck room, the Blueberry Hill and all that. Yeah. My dad's the one. He was a drummer. He knew Joe Edwards. Joe Edwards was one of my dad's investors back in the day. So we were already.
Chuck Berry from St. Louis?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, okay.
You didn't. Hey, okay. I ain't gonna.
I don't know why.